Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We should start calling spring 2023 the hour of the tanks, or maybe the winter of 2023, the hours of the tanks. Why? Because everyone from the Western weasel world sends tanks now, like this, to Ukraine. Who's next in line? The first ones who said, we're gonna send it, we're done, that is Poland. Good for them. Now the second one. Who's that? Not Germany. Great Britain. You're the one. You're the man. You're the man. So let's see what happens here. Well, they all follow because they want to be together, united. It's not like Poland waits 3 months for the rest to start sending Western tanks, not the T-72s. Those were sent. Poland sent 240, we found out. I know Slovenia sent about 80. I know Czech Republic sent. But now it's about Leopard tanks. In the case of Poland, see what the UK will send. This article comes from Russia Today from January 11th, 2022. UK will send tanks to Ukraine. We know. I knew this from February. March, April, I've said this all along. Why? Because that's the way these guys operate. Start little, and then little at the end they give you the cherry on the cake, which is tanks, long-range missiles, and aircraft. That's the next one. Troops, I think they're already there under the mask of volunteers, but those volunteers signed the contract here as a volunteer, and outside of United States, of Ukraine, another contract with other institutions. That's how I would do it as a wizard Romanian. I mean, I can't help it. I lived in that society where you cut corners at every, so when you come to a civilized country, it's hard to shed your wolf or a chicken, whatever jumpsuit you got, like Elvis. We're all Elvises. All right, let's go. It's only rock and roll. UK will send tanks to Ukraine. Once considered a step too far, the supply of heavy tanks to Kiev is now being publicly discussed by multiple Western nations. Okay, well, I already went over that many times. You just wanted, like before you used to inject someone, you just tender the muscle a bit. That's the society. All right, ready? No, too late. So that's how it is. Now, Britain will provide Ukraine with main battle tanks. A spokesperson for Prime Minister Rishi Maharishi Sunak told reporters on Wednesday. The statement came after Poland said it would transfer German-made tanks to Kiev forces with Berlin's permission. That's been already provided. Just do it so we don't have to. This is basically what German, that's in between German's legs, that's what it is. Squeaky, nothing there. You don't look for any, where you find, that's it. Anyway, so they say, just do it. Everybody, why don't you go first? Hey, Poland, you go there. Lithuania, you go. Great Britain, please. Oh my, that's like a comedy if it wouldn't be serious. The spokesman, hey, keep your pronouns right here. First he said the spokesperson. What are we doing here? A spokesperson for Prime Minister Rishi Maharishi, and here you say the spokesman, said Sunak had asked Defense Secretary Ben Wallace, Weasel, to, and I'm quoting, work with partners to go further and faster with our support for Ukraine, including the provision of tanks. Voila! Why did I call Mr. Wallace a weasel? It's because on the 24th of December 2022, almost on Christmas Eve, right? Christmas Eve, he's made a claim that Russia will be incapable of engaging in another mass missile attack. And since then, the Russians did like 2 or 3 already. Remember the one with 140 missiles that they did? I think it was on the 29th of December. So since then I said, not since then was like, I will make no more evidence, bring no more evidence for Ben. Benny, you're done. Benny, you're a penny. You know what I mean. All right. A former announcement will likely be made in conjunction with several of Britain's NATO allies, all the weasels in unison. Me too, yes, we're going to stand together. Don't hit us, we're all together here like the parliamentaries, like the lawmakers. They make laws and we can punish them. You know how you punish them? You vote them out. Work within the system. How? In 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, depending on the term the weasels have? Exactly. And they say, well, we voted. We were majority. We screwed the whole country, the whole economy, your life, your children's life. But hey, you voted for us. Democracy at work. Well, I don't like that. Do you like that? I don't like that. All right, let's move on. They don't care anyway what I like or I don't. But hey, I like to be loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Okay, let's see. What? I can say a little bit of James Brown here and there. One of my favorite, you know what I mean? Anyway, a formal announcement will likely be made in conjunction with several of Britain's NATO allies, and was the case last week when the US, France and Germany all announced together that they would send infantry fighting vehicles to Ukraine. Now, they're going to climb to tanks. Does that sound to you Ukraine is winning? I mean, if I can beat you up with only one hand, why would I need another hand? Just to stick it in your ass or something? No. Alright, why would I employ my legs? Or my head, or my elbow, or whatever, koken, or sto, or why? Why would I do that if I'm winning just with a fist? The same here. That means you're not really winning with a fist. Don't tell me, well, I'm target practicing right now. Okay, yeah, like you know how the how do you call those? Doves fight with the wings. That's how these guys are. Oh my. Okay, let's move on. US officials have already said that they would not send American-made M1 Abrams tanks. They will not. And I believe them. I don't think they will have to, because by that time everybody else will send their garbage over there. The absolute tanks that they don't use anymore. They're just garbage. You're going to scrape, make room for the new American ones that they're going to buy with the taxpayers' money. That's how the things go. So that's what they're going to do. Yeah, the Americans don't have to send anything for two reasons. One, the weasels are going to send. The military-industrial complex is doing its job, which is going to replenish these guys' stocks because the Russians are coming, okay? The population pays for it, for Ukraine, if you look like or the bankers, because the population pays the loans. The weasels, the elected officials and their appointed weasels make decisions on their names, and they will pay the bankers interest, you, your children, my children, and so on. And then we're all going to be, well, we fought against the Russians, man. You fought my ass. You were just a slave that you paid for something that you didn't see anything coming back to you. Oh, I got my freedom because of that. All right, whatever you say. So anyway, that's why they're not going to send Abrams yet, and the war will end by then. I am guaranteeing you that. So by the time the Americans are pushing one another, should we? What do you think, Johnny? I don't know, Mikey. The war will be done and already with poop and blood around the mouth dripping. Anyway, so. Citing the vehicle's burdensome maintenance requirements. However, Poland announced on Wednesday, yes, that it would supply Kiev with a number of German-made Leopard tanks, a decision that requires a green light from Berlin. Well, Berlin can, just bypass that. While the German government officially has not plans to donate any of its own Leopards, Economy Minister Robert Habeck said on Monday that he would not rule out such a step. Okay, man, make up your mind. Meanwhile, Kiev make a decision and stick with it. Jesus, it's just Germany will do it anyway at a later date. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba told. Yeah, we all know Kuleba. They will do it anyway later, sooner or later. Anyway, and I'm quoting again, we have already seen this with the self-propelled howitzers, with the Iris-T anti-aircraft systems, and most recently with the Marder and Patriot systems. Come on, I mean, don't start bullshitting. Stop bullshitting. Basically, this is what these guys are saying. Anyway, Britain's decision was telegraphed to the media in recent days too, with officials telling Sky News on Monday that Sunak's government had been discussing the possibility of for a few weeks, and that the UK might offer around 10 tanks. It doesn't matter how many. You already use, like, you know, I just raped that person 5 times. That's it. Not 3,000 times, just 5 times, the same. I will send only 10 tanks, 10 tanks. That, nobody should get upset about it. It's just 10. Jesus Christ. Is that an argument that a rapist could use in court? I raped only 3 women. Is that how it is? Jesus Christ. According to Sky, an official announcement may be made by multiple countries on January 20th, when the US-led contact group for arming Ukraine is scheduled to meet next. Basically, they're hiding behind one another and they don't know who to push forward. You know, and these are the courageous, these are the land of the brave and land of the free, and however else you want to use and whatever. It's just, I think it's very much controlled between the two guys over there, which is the United States and Russia. I think it's just, yeah, give them tanks so you show like you're, and those guys are getting in Soledar and Bakhmut and all that. But hey, unfortunately, the Ukrainian nation is decimated, destroyed, and other people are just playing generals and playing, oh yeah, strategically that makes sense. What do you think? Yes, I believe so. Believe me, that's how they talk and that's how they think about themselves. Don't you think that when they go to the bathroom and they catch a glimpse of themselves in the mirror, they don't do like they don't start posing like how they look like Napoleon on a white horse crossing into Italy? Do I look like? Don't you think they do? Or some? Don't you think they do that? I think they do, because they're juvenile. That's why they're juvenile by their statements. Thank you very much. Or maybe like this. Or who knows, what's that famous picture of George Washington crossing the Potomac on his little boat. Have you seen the Potomac River? You can cross it like this. You don't need a boat. But anyway, maybe it was bigger then. Anyway, man, just look at that one with the winter and crossing the Potomac over there to kill the British army. It's like, oh my God, and you drive over the bridge and look what? You can see the bottom of the Potomac River. It's like this deep, wide, but like the... I mean, like 50 people, if they really try to, they overdo it. They start a Potomac, 50 people. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.